Guilty as charged. In the past 90 minutes, 35-year-old Travis Wiley was convicted of shaking an infant to death. The murder happened almost 6 years ago. WGEM's Dylan Smith is live outside the Adams County Courthouse tonight with family reactions. So Dylan, how are they taking it?
Well, Daniel, Ariana Hoffman's mother, that's the infant's mother, says today, it's bittersweet. They came away with a guilty verdict, but it does not bring back her daughter. Christina Engel testified back on Tuesday, and she says waiting for the verdict this afternoon was petrifying. She described the last 6 or so years as exhausting and nothing but torture for her and her family. A sentencing is set for January 26th, and I asked Engel what she'd like to come of it.
I'm hoping that he gets sentenced the same sentence that I got. I'm life without parole without my child, and I would think that that is what he should get.
And it took the jury roughly 5.5 hours to deliberate. At one point, they asked the court what happens if they can't come to an agreement. Judge Michael Atterbury said he then urged them to continue deliberating until they came to that agreement. Live in Quincy, Dylan Smith, WGEM News.
Thank you, Dylan. John Barnard was the prosecutor in this case. This was the first time trying a case in Adams County since 2016. He used to be the state's attorney.